Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back. A lot of you guys hated the fact that I walked around in the last video, so I'm gonna sit for this one, I guess. I was waiting to make an update video. I know it's been 2.5, 3 weeks now. I was actually waiting to make an update video so I could give you a little bit more substantial information about what is actually going on. And it turns out I'm not gonna be able to do that, so I figured here's an update video. So as of right now, I am 38 days into waiting on the transmission. I called about 2 weeks ago corporate and started a case with Ford customer service there because it seemed like nothing was getting done. I kept getting the runaround. I kept being told that a transmission is going to be emergency ordered, and it never came. And like I said, we're now 38 days in. So after 25 days, I called corporate Ford and told them that I needed to talk with somebody and that this was unacceptable. And she told me she'd give me a call back in a week. She called me back and blatantly told me, and I quote, "I have no ETA for your car." So I obviously asked, I went, "What do you mean you have no ETA? Like, how can you not have an ETA for me?" And this was her answer. So in order for me to get a transmission, because that's what I was being told was being replaced, in order for me to get a transmission, my dealership has to request the shift forks first. They have to place an order for the shift forks. That shift fork order has to make it to their order queue, and then it has to be denied. And once it's denied, they can recommend that I get a transmission. So when they recommend I get a transmission, that request goes over to Ford Warranty Department. Ford Warranty Department approves it and then sends it back to them. And then once they get the approval, then they're able to order a transmission. Apparently they can't get that done. I'm being told that the order for the shift forks keeps getting declined, so it never makes it to the stage to get approved. And honestly, I don't know what it is. It sounds like a whole shitload of red tape, and it's pissing me off. I think the first like 30 days were the worst, and I was going through withdrawals and I was pretty fucking irritated, and now it's just at the point where I've kind of given up on it. Like, at this point, I don't really know what to expect. I don't know, it seems like I'm getting the runaround, and no one can give me any information on it. So as of today, I'm actually sending them the lemon law paperwork, hoping that it's gonna get their ass in gear and that they're gonna go, "Shit, we have 10 days to fix this," or he's gonna get rid of the car. And honestly, I'm considering it. Like, do I really want a car that had these issues, and that one day down the road, if I try and sell it, the first thing you find on the Carfax is the transmission replaced at 7,000 miles? I don't know. But it's a consideration. So I'm submitting that paperwork. Like I said, as far as the update on the car, we're 38 days in at this point, and we have no idea. I've had the same rental the entire time. It was very kind of them to give me a rental. The only irritation is the fact that Hertz has called me twice threatening to come repo their own car because Ford keeps forgetting to extend the rental. The Hertz location is inside the Ford dealership that I dropped the car off at, so I think that's a little unacceptable. It's another thing that I don't think I should have to deal with, but it is what it is. As for the transmission and possible fixes for anyone else out there who's having issues, Ben Calamer and I talked back when I first broke the transmission, and he didn't have an R&D car, he didn't have a car available, and I couldn't get him the shift forks, and neither could anybody else. He recently purchased a 2018 and spoke with me about it last night, and in his words, not mine, in Ben Calamer's words, the shifter for the 2018 GT is actually worse than the 11 to 14 one that was held together with zip ties. So there's one issue that he's pointed out. He also said that he thinks the clutch is completely unsubstantial for the amount of power that the car has, that it's actually creating hang and or stick in the transmission, and that coupled with the shifter is his reasoning behind why the shift forks are going. He said that if you take and you replace the shifter with a short throw shifter, I personally, and he as well, recommend an MGW shifter, as well as replace the clutch, you might get some more life out of it, and we might not see as many breakages about it. So that's Ben Calamer's take on the new MT82 transmission. I also just recently heard today from a little birdie that I know over at Ford that in internal now, there is a recall for the 2018 MT82 transmissions. I don't know how true that is. You can just take me at my word on that. But as of what I'm hearing right now, there's a recall for the MT82 transmissions. I don't know if it's been pushed out yet, but if and when it does, hopefully we'll be seeing some kind of fix for this. But that's where we are, guys. So if I get any more new or substantial information or like anything that I think you guys should hear about, I'll try and update you and let you know. I will say Instagram just came out with Instagram TV. It allows me to do a little bit longer videos on Instagram without having to upload them to YouTube. You do in between 1 and 5 minute videos. So for like quick little updates and stuff on the car that I don't feel it's necessary to make an entire YouTube video on, I'm uploading those to my Instagram TV. So if you want to keep up with the car a little bit closer and follow it step by step, if you go to my Instagram, it's the same thing as the YouTube, check out the Instagram TV, and I'm going to be uploading little bits and pieces of updates there about the car, and then when I have enough to make a true update video, I will upload this here. So don't think I'm throwing YouTube down the drain or that I'm not going to be paying attention to YouTube. I honestly think that YouTube deserves the high quality content and that it deserves something that is polished before it gets put out. And so little bit and pieces updates, I believe, belong on Instagram. So if you want to stay up, like I said, to date with all of the stuff that's happening, you know, hourly on the car, go follow me on Instagram, check out the Instagram TV, and until then, I'll see you guys next time.